It's a demonstration of the Meditech Discharge module at St. Mary Medical Center. We're going to start with our first screen here where we have these three sections. Basically, we want to get to the discharge summary report section, and by doing that, we start with the prescriptions and the orders. We do that work up front and then build the discharge summary report. I know it's confusing, but that's the way the system is set up. So starting with our prescriptions, we would click the Edit button. That will take us into the active medications and the ambulatory medications of the patient. And I know it's not very intuitive, but you'd actually better off starting with your home medications. Here I'm going to continue the atorvastatin, I'm going to stop the Dig, and I'm going to renew the Plavix and continue the metoprolol. When I click the renew button, it's going to say, well, how many pills do you want to give this patient? I could enter the pill number or the number of days where it actually calculates the PIN number. I usually enter the days. And here it's doing the interaction checking, and it's saying that because Plavix is already in the system, it's giving you a duplicate, and hopefully we can resolve some of those nuisance alerts. Now I'm going to my inpatient medications, and I want to continue the Lasix as an outpatient, and again I have to enter a quantity. I usually enter the days. That's a little bit easier because it can calculate the number of pills. Now I'm actually done with my medication reconciliation. If I want to add any orders at this point, I will click the orders button and then add new orders. And here I can type in the CBC to be done. And I have to put in a diagnosis. And this patient already has some problems entered. I can click the diagnosis for which the study is being ordered. And go ahead and click save on that. And select. And now I have a CBC done. I could add a date there, and I could do some other things by going into the detail tab. For time's sake, I'm skipping that. So now I'm actually building the discharge instructions form. And I'm sorry this is zooming a little bit, but basically I want to click the edit button that's next to the medications and click update. That brings in the work that I did earlier of the medications, and you see all those medications are now there in a pretty clear fashion, stating what should be continued and what should be stopped. Same thing with the follow-up care. I click edit and update, and it brings in the work that I did with the CBC and the problem list. I can do the same thing by checking the problems that I want to note on the discharge instructions, and you see they come in. I can actually add some problems there too if I really wanted to do. The chronic problems, same process. Unfortunately, you have to go in and as a second step to do that, but it does get added to the form. And at this point, if I want to enter any further instructions, I can click that button, and there's some canned text I can bring in by clicking the text button, and heart failure discharge. Clicking OK brings in some standard verbiage with weight, the patient's weight, and calling the cardiologist, etc. And that verbiage is also in. If I want to enter in my own comments, I could do that by pressing the edit button that's above that follow-up button. At this point, because I'm done and I want to sign this document, I want to leave this document as draft in case I want to edit it later. I go ahead and click save, and that's the end of the discharge process, and I have my form now created. I would go ahead and pin this and sign this to make it official. Thanks for watching this video.